Hi, my name's Huckster and welcome to my playthrough in Bellwright. Okay, so this is my village. It's coming along. I've got to tier 2. I've managed to upgrade quite a few of the buildings. I've got some farms over this side. The original village kind of started in this area here, and I've kind of started moving things across as I've cleared. So workshop, storage units, weaver, got some barns here and a couple of houses, so I'm going to start building a few more houses. I might build the next house, well, next to it on either side. This is my weapon storage. I'm trying to get the guys to put all the weapons here because all of my raids at the moment are coming from here. So I can rally the troops here and restock them with their equipment. Now I thought I'd make this video because I think I'm going to restart. I'll keep this playthrough, but I think I'm going to do a restart so that I can do a few things differently. I think I made a few mistakes, quite a few mistakes. I just want to see if I can improve because I want to do a live feed, the first one I've ever done. So that will be this Monday. I'll post the actual date and time. That's where I'll put my village hall. This was all forest, but I put the lumberjack there, the lumberjack hut there, and it just basically cleared all of this, and my forager is over there. So yeah, the village is good. Now I've had some issues. I've got all the, I guess, tier 1 armor on at the moment. So the Outrider's helmet, basic gambeson, sturdy gloves, thick breeches. They're the top tier, or the top version of the tier 1, because for some bizarre reason I just can't research any of this, or any, I might be able, I can't seem to whenever I go in. I'm assuming I can do something like this, but I didn't have the items at the time, so I'll get it in and I'll see if they start doing it. But I can't actually research any of the tier 2 equipment, and there's some houses like the tavern, a cabin, tavern, food cellar, drying rack. I can't do the uppery or apari. I've no idea how to say that because I don't know how to get resin yet. But what frustrates me, got to be honest, is it doesn't say why. You know, I literally have no idea why I can't research this stuff. And I think it should. You know, you need a something. It should tell you what you need, because, you know, okay, so they've just dropped that off. So there's every possibility that they are actually going to start researching. Now, bearing in mind, I don't want her researching. Oh no, she was just doing a delivery. Okay, my researcher has 6 plus 4, so level 10 as such. And she's a scholar. So if I can't do it because of some particular reason, it should say. Yeah, alright, so Olga's going to come and research that. Now, yeah, it just seems that the game should have some kind of indication on what I need to do in order to research this. You know, why can't I research that? And I can't seem to work out why. So what was I going to do? I was going to do the bell tower, wasn't I? Okay, so yeah, it's fun. It's great fun. It's really satisfying, really rewarding. The buildings look great. The map's good. The combat's fantastic. The villager AI is really impressive. Yeah, sometimes they get a bit confused, and I've got to shimmy them along. But I do have a bit of an issue with equipment. After we've been raided, I have to go around all the storage units and find the items, like the plank, the shields, the bows, you know, all of this stuff that I want them to use. And I basically set it up. So battle axe, I want this to come in. I want this amount. I want these. I want them to put these here and leave them here. So let me see if I can look at this building. The lumberjack. Where is it? Is that the... yeah? Okay, I'm going to have to go there. Okay, so one thing I find a bit bizarre is with the companion is this guy is my hunter. He's got delivery and hunting, harvesting and smelting as backup. So delivery and hunting, yeah? So what he will do, we'll have a look at I quite like the hunting lodge. He will hunt something in this area here. He will go and drop it off at the hunter, and then hunting lodge, and then he will walk back to town. So he won't actually bring it with him. And I think it's too far out, so I have to go in every day and check. Now, I've made sure they kept on bringing loads of bows. At one point I was 6 here, so I've had to clear that out regularly. He's actually killed a crow, so have I, which is the only reason why I've got this quilted thing. See, for example, that I don't know, you know, what's going on. Waiting for employment. And this, okay, I don't understand what this is. Okay, no, it did. It stayed at 500 meters. It kept on dropping down to 300 meters. Okay, so it has worked. It is great. It gives me a lot of meat. It looks fantastic, but there should definitely be a level 1 hunting lodge. So, you know, waiting until you're tier 2 before you can start hunting or have one of your companions doesn't make sense. You know, it's something that you want them to do very quickly. So yeah, the buildings are great. It's coming along. The companions, I could pretty much do nothing, and they will just build everything. They are cooking better now. I'm trying to organise these. It's not easy, I've got to be honest. I love the barns. You know, like I've got so much food in my barns because, you know, the onions, I don't think I've got any use for these at the moment because I can't make the tavern. The one building that I really want is a tavern, and I just can't seem to make it, which is a bit heartbreaking if I'm going to be honest. I don't think I can research it here now. Yeah, so that one doesn't have any. So I know it's early access. You know, I think the game has so much potential. It's mind blowing. I still even think it's worth buying now. this game is better than a lot of games I have played that have come out on full release, and of the fact that the complexities, you know, as I say, I don't have to do anything. I could literally do this all day and the guys will basically keep the village going. All I would have to do is decide, right, I want another whatever, and place it, yeah, and they will come along and build it. The only thing I've noticed now is because my lumberjack is so efficient, she's basically taken out this whole forest, and I'm not sure whether these I'm hoping these are growing back. Now I think the problem I did or made was I had a lumberjack, where is it here, I had her doing wood as well as logs, which meant that I'm assuming she was stripping the saplings. But hopefully, you see, I don't even know if it grows back. I haven't really seen. But if it does grow back, it grows back way too slowly, because I have got. I've basically done all the logging around here, around here, and here, and here. So, you know, basically I've had to go out and get hundreds of logs just to supply me with the wood I need. And I think the problem is the trees just don't give enough resources. One tree will give either 1, 2 or 3 logs. You know, when you cut down a tree and it gives you 1 log, that's basically 6 planks or 5 sticks, and it's just not enough. Not for the amount of wood you need. You know, it's unless they just grow back quicker. But I have a horrible feeling that if I carry on playing for too much longer, I'm gonna literally strip the whole thing. You know, like no one's getting this because I have a trapper nearby. Was you getting it? Are you? I don't know. So yes, there are problems with the game. Obviously, there's a need for balance, but the game is actually pretty hard, which I quite like. You know, because some games come out and they're way too easy, and it's better to be really hard and people, and you know, they can then tweak it to make it a little bit easier if needs be. But I don't think they need to. I think, you know, the second time you play it, it should be pretty straightforward. Okay, so companions. And the biggest problem I have is them putting their equipment all over the place, and me having to run around and try and find it. Now, that wouldn't be such a big issue if I could lock the storage. So if I could make sure that at the beginning of a raid all the equipment that I want is locked in here, or whichever one I want it, so that I know full well that it's going to be available. They're not going to pick it up and move it somewhere else. Or, you know, even though I've kind of prioritised it, it doesn't always happen. I still have to go around and get more. But I think the best course of action, I don't know how feasible this would be, how hard it would be to develop, but pretty much having loadouts. So you have a worker loadout and a companion / guard loadout, or companion, because a guard would be, you know, a fixed guard. So the worker loadout, you could give them the, let's have a quick look if I've got a companion close by. So if they're in the worker loadout, you could basically have this as worker stuff, and it could basically have +2 to harvesting or +3 to smithing or something like that. But whatever, it could just be light. And they could have the tools, and they could use and pick up whatever tools they're going to do. And then you could have a companion / guard loadout that has the equipment that you want to keep. And so soon as you click on one or the other, they automatically change their gear to whatever equipment you put into that particular loadout. I can imagine that would be a tricky thing to program. I'm obviously not a programmer or a developer, so it may be way beyond the scope, but for quality of life it would be perfect. You know, let's be honest. Right, there's a raid coming, okay, cool, go into this, go through them, and then you basically just companion, or I guess you could just do it from the army screen. I can't remember where that is at the moment. I haven't really used that much, but they would all be equipped with swords and shields, bows and arrows, long swords, whatever, you know, battle axes, and then you could go into battle. I think that would be fantastic. Anyway, I will absolutely, with 100% confidence, recommend this game. It's addictive. There's so much to do. It's one of those few games that I could be logging now. I could be harvesting. I've got a ton of quests that need to be sorted out. I could take out some bandits. I desperately need some more feathers, because I think the balance for the equipment is a bit skew, if I'm going to be honest. Right, that is all the best of the tier 1 gear. So if I go back into here, I've managed to research it all. So the top, I can't actually open up any of this. So the first level, right, basic gambeson. Feathers, they're really hard to get, really hard. I've probably wasted, I don't know, 100 plus arrows. No, well over 100. 500 to 600 arrows trying to shoot down crows. My companion managed to shoot 2 and I've shot 1. So the feathers on that, I don't even understand why a gambeson would have feathers. So that, I think, should be changed. This C is very easy. Hide and linen is so easy to get. This 3 bronze ingots, a lot, but not, you know, I will be able to get them at a time. This one, yeah, pretty easy. Fur's quite hard. So this one, without a doubt, is the hardest. Then this one is quite tricky because of the ingots. This is really easy, and these two, about right, I'd say. But that being said, I've managed to get 3 of these gambesons so far, so not too bad. As I said, my gear is basically all of that top gear. I think I've got one of my hunter. I think he's got all the top gear as well. I gave him that because obviously he's fighting wolves and boars, so he needs protection. Okay, so all of that is pretty much a lead up to, as I said at the beginning, my first live broadcast. Now it's going to be this Monday, which is, I'm guessing, the 6th, but I will confirm that and I will put that into the description. It'll be at 5 o'clock GMT or British Summer Time. Once again, I'll confirm that. I might either put it down as GMT or British Summer Time so that people can understand it a little bit easier. But I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if I get much response. I don't have many subscribers. I've only, been doing this for 6 months, and I really think this is a game that I can sink my teeth into. I'm hoping the devs spend time. I hope people buy it and the devs can afford to spend a lot of time developing, because it's excellent. The quests are straightforward, not too complex. Some of them are chains, so you've got to go backwards and forwards doing things. Once you've actually got to a place, it's not such a big issue, because you can put a travel sign close to it and you can bounce backwards and forwards with ease. The companions do most of the work for you. It's great. The raids, you can set them up to have them as frequently as you want. There's loads of camps, and this is early days. It's barely been out a couple of weeks. So if you do enjoy my content, do please consider liking and subscribing. Any suggestions or advice will be warmly welcome. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching.